Are you interested in Corvus? Well, aren't you a moody boy? Do you like teleporting? Do you like making enemy team lose their mind as to where you are? And did your dad go to buy some milk? Corvus is for you. Corvus's role in the Paladin's lore is significant, if not the most essential. He was the reason Ceres was destroyed, he is the reason Rome was released, and he might be the reason for the release of darkness. Corvus is a high-ranked officer, probably second in command of the magistrate. After his failure of the Ceres event and the summoning of Rome's in the realm, Karn, father of Corvus, decided to ground him forever for being a bad boy. Now all he wants to do is take revenge on the Abyss and makes it his own, now that he has a huge amount of energy from the Abyss and some loyal soldiers. Since he is a new champion, there will be a lot of critics about him, and some of them I 100% agree with. But first, let's get to his kit. First, he has a 2200 HP, pretty normal for most champions and paladins. His firearm is a full automatic pistol that deals 70 damage every 0.07 seconds, and headshots for 105. Actual very good damage output here. Very useful in draining enemy tank, and you can hit headshots pretty easily. That helps too. I don't have much to say about it. Now, his second ability, or right click, is a heal. It heals for 350 in half a second at first, then a burst of 800. It's like Genesis Mark in reverse. It has a 4-second cooldown and a range of 120. Now this is what most people criticize, and I 100% agree. The range is very short. Of course, with Mark of Fate you can kind of extend it, but we'll get there soon. Overall, the healing output is okay. Rejuvenate is definitely gonna be a must with him. His Q, Mark of Fate, of course marks an ally, and they get 55% healing if you heal an ally that is not marked. I am not sure if Rejuvenate affects the percentage done to marked allies. If you however heal a marked ally, they get 10% more initial heal and reduce 1 second from cooldown. And if marked allies die, the mark transfer to a nearby ally, and so on and so forth. And I cannot say how much I love this talent. Finally I won't have my flank spam and need healing in the chat. However, it feels like this will bring out a new meta of flanks buy and rejuvenate. And in all honesty, it's much better this way instead of buying life rip or kill to heal. His F, projection, shoots out a manifestation of Corvus's will that pierces enemies, dealing 400 damage, slows them by 35% for 1.5 seconds, and if you decide to reactivate, you teleport to your location. If you don't teleport, then the cooldown is reduced by 1 second. Also, range is limited, so don't expect it to be all the entire map. This is a great tool to either close distance between allies since your heal's range is short, also to teleport behind enemies to make them lose time while slowed and finish them off. It's a great ability that I really love. His ulti, Anthropic Bridge, is an area of effect ability. You rise up in the sky, charge that energy, you get 60% less damage in this state and immune to crowd control. You target an area on the ground. When enemies are hit, they take 15% health damage, 6.25% HP every 0.5 seconds for 6 seconds. And it also slows enemies by 33%. You can cancel it if you want to. It is something like Eevee's ult. It actually changes a lot in a team fight. Now don't expect to trap enemies all the time, but when you hit someone with it, it's nearly guaranteed they will die. Also, it recharges pretty fast. His talents are Dark Gifts, Stunning Visage, and Spreading Influence. Dark Gifts gives your marked ally 15% crowd control reduction, 10% cooldown reduction, 15% reload speed, and they heal 50 every 1 second. This is a talent I think most people who play support Corvus would choose, but I'm not sure. It's pretty good to say the least. You might need to fiddle around with your loadout, but overall, it's pretty good. Stunning Visage stuns enemies hit by your projection for 1 second, and if you teleport, they take 600 damage, so that's 1000 damage. This is your go-to talent if you're interested in damage Corvus, which by the way is pretty good, and you still be able to heal too. You stun enemies, teleport behind them, and finish them off. GG easy. And our last talent, Spreading Influence. It decreases the percentage of health given to marked allies by 15%, making it 40%. Now, there's a catch. You can have 2 marks now. Is it worth it? In my point of view, yes, it definitely is. In any case possible, it's definitely worth it. See, in some cases, say for example you have an off tank, well you can mark your flank and then you can mark your damage. You can also mark your off tank and your flank. So there's a little bit of playing around like this. If your off tank is pretty good, he's not gonna die easily. So it's better to prioritize those one who are doing the most damage, flank and damage, or if you're damage and second damage. It depends. It depends on the situation and what you see fits. For the loadouts, these are mine. This one for Dark Gifts can be used for spreading influence, but it's not that great with it. This loadout has Grand Design giving marked allies 15% lifesteal, which also heals you. New Resolve for a 250 shield lasting 2 seconds, 6% additional healing and another completely optional card. For projection, this is the loadout. Increase ammo, increase movement speed by 24% after activating projection, 16 ammo after activating projection by 1 second, and a shield when you drop below 35%. This loadout is a mess. I rarely use supports for damage. For spreading influence, however, I went overboard and made a message loadout. You slap that red tier stone ring, which increases healing done by 10% while below 60% health. Marked allies get 10% more health from heals, increase movement speed of marked allies by 9%, 5% lifesteal, which also heals you, and a shield for yourself after you drop below 35%. It's a risky loadout which strangely works perfectly. Not only you mostly negate the effect of the talent, you might heal for 5% more, and if Rejuvenate impacts how much healing marked allies get if a normal person who has Rejuvenate get healed, then it's even more perfect. See? Corvus is not that bad. Just his healing range sucks.